guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. This is literally me during my lunch on a work day because I work remotely, so this is the reality of it. I'm straight up gonna be eating orange chicken and explaining to you guys fall trends of 2022. I don't like basmati rice, but it will do for now. After you make it, it's bomb, but if you have to put it in the fridge, it gets pretty crumbly. I don't know how to explain it, but let's get into this video. I titled this style just like the preppy collar athletic jacket look. I don't know why I consider it preppy. I think it's because of the collar and just how girls wear it with skirts. Based off of online, if you just look up soccer jackets, it will literally populate the jacket that I'm talking about, which is the one that I'm wearing. This jacket as an example, because it's pretty tight fitting for me. It's nice. I could wear this with like baggy pants just to give myself more of a silhouette as well. I do want to make a video on that too, random thought. How to better wear clothes based on the type of body that you have, or wearing the clothes instead of the clothes wearing you is very important. I don't know why I consider it preppy. I think it's because of the collar. You can see a lot of girls wearing it with baggy cargo pants and then the sambas. If you're a copy paste Bella Hadid look, this video is for you. But here are a few pictures that kind of go along with the idea that I'm going for. I think this jacket is super cute, especially in the fall. Why do I have a random plant next to me? Because that's the aesthetic that everyone likes on YouTube apparently. Finishing off with the soccer jackets, this perfectly goes into my next favorite trend of fall 2022, which is the motor jacket. I think recently, they have been popping up more on my feed. One picture that really stood out to me was of this girl wearing like a motor jacket, really statement piece diesel skirt, and some boots. And I think that motor jacket is the aesthetic and shape and color style that most people are going for when it comes to motor jackets. I've definitely been seeing more of those, and these jackets will definitely come in handy for you in the winter if you live in a place that's pretty cold. So to start off my favorite fall foot trends for this but to start off my favorite fall footwear trend, it is going to be the Hysteric Glamour collaboration with Kiko. Super cute. I mean, it just looks so squeezable. Love how the bottom of the shoe kind of reminds me of the Nike Shox. I'm not going to go too into Nike Shox, but I'll also post a picture of what the Nike Shox is. I'm going to do an entire new video on this, but besides that point, it kind of gives a little bit of the Nike Shox and a little twist from Kiko. The second part that I noticed, definitely the pink and silver colorway. It just wraps around the whole shoe, and I think pink really attracts the eye. And then at the heel, you'll see the Hysteric and Kiko branding landing on the heel. And I think one notable feature that I did want to point out is the lacing system of these shoes. It kind of weaves across the tongue, and at the end you'll notice that I'll utilize a Velcro system so that you don't really need to tie the shoes, which is really nice. But again, these shoes, I believe they were only launched in Japan, so if you do end up finding a pair in the States, I feel like it'll be really expensive. The next asic that I want to go over is the asics gel Quantum Levi track. I love like the gel bottoms. I just think they're really cute. I feel like these shoes look really good with cargo pants, anything baggy. I've been trying to find my size in this, and if I do find these pairs online, it's never the right size. I believe these weren't released in women's sizes. If you do have a shoe size that is from like upwards to 8, you could definitely find these Kiko collab on eBay, but it will just be a little expensive. And then the last asic and Kiko collab that I wanted to go into is asics gel Soca Infinity. These shoes are very rare, very hard to find in the size 8 in women's. I do believe these were only released in men's sizes, but I could be wrong. These come in green, purple, and black, I believe. They're just really pretty. I love when the sun hits the shoe. It kind of just shines, and I am obsessed with it. I think for fall footwear, besides boots and other things going on, casual sneakers are an all-around thing. You can wear them in the fall, winter, summer, spring, and I think it's a good investment because they're very comfortable. So the last pair of shoes for fall footwear are these Nike tabby shoes. These are called the Nike Air Rift tabbies. If you aren't aware of what tabbies are, that's the style of the shoe. So if the shoe looks like this is like the tabby style. You know, Mason Margiela is really well known for their boots. I was one of those people that wanted to end up getting it. I probably will in the future. So this is me in the past telling my future self that I will be getting it. For some reason, when you do look up the Nike Rift tabbies, they just look weird online a little bit. So I found these on eBay, and I don't know why there's like gold shimmer to them. There's like literally gold shimmer to this, guys. I mean, the photo that I showed just now does not look like that, so I might be fooled, but it's just the style that I wanted to emphasize. You know, rounded out top that kind of looks like a ballerina flat aesthetic, which will go into my next trend, which is the ballerina look. For you guys who don't know what ballerina is, I'm talking about this, and this. I feel like someone has talked about this before online, but it's just that very kind of light, very effortless, like lovely ballerina look. A lot of things that are tied to this ballerina aesthetic is one, like the tabby shoes. I feel like it's very similar to the ballerina flat. This is also considered, to my eyes, like ballerina aesthetic is because of the wraps at the ankle that you see. And then this is like the Vivienne Westwood paw pumps back in 2002. And I think these are definitely gonna come back in. I just haven't seen them around. I've only seen really the tabby ones. And then again, in the most recent Fashion Week, you know, Miu Miu, they came out with ballerina flats along with Sandy Liang, which I thought was very pretty. And then this ballerina aesthetic perfectly ties in with the next category that I want to talk about for fall trends of 2022, which is the pirate look. I know, you guys are like, what, Mary? That doesn't make any sense. It does, just wait. So like, you know how I was just talking about how the ballerina aesthetic, it has a lot of strings, the wrapping, that is also very pirate aesthetic, like almost like cottage aesthetic. I don't know how to, I'm saying aesthetic a lot. Maybe I'll start counting it up here, how many times I say aesthetic. This photo right here is from the Sandy Liang Spring 2022 collection. It's just a lot of things hanging, a lot of misalignment, asymmetrical, a lot of white. And this photo right here is literally from the most recent Sandy Liang fashion show, and it kind of gives like that ballerina aesthetic with the pirate look. Just a lot of different strings attached and tying, and that goes into like the pirate cottage aesthetic. And then for the shoes, like the stockings and the flat, like that look, I don't know, for some reason like the ballerina and pirate like cottage look is a really good mesh. So these are just things that I've noticed when it comes to the pirate and ballerina department. I'm gonna go into depth of what the pirate look is. It might not be accurate, but this is my take on it, so take it or leave it. Let's just start off from the first one. So the first one is the Max Mara Spring in 2008. And this whole look was a thing back then, but it's definitely coming back. So you know how in like all history, we say like history repeats itself in every aspect of our life, which is very true because even with fashion, history does repeat itself. Recently, over COVID, like Y2K exploded. I mean, it was always a thing, but everyone was like Y2K. And then this one too, kind of having like a wrap at the shoulder part. I don't know, it's just like different layering and it's very asymmetrical. So this is Prada back in 1999. This look is exactly what describes like the pirate look. So it's like a pleated midi skirt, all cotton, and then on top, just like a tight, almost like wrapped look. And this photo right here is also the same aesthetic that I'm talking about, making different style and shapes with one simple piece of clothing. Even like the cinching of it and just like the tying aspect of it, it's just very piratey. I don't know how to explain it. And this kind of goes into the next style that I want to touch upon really briefly, is pleated skirts. I think with the whole Y2K trend, skirts were definitely a big thing. I mean, they're a lot bigger than like high-rise pants or low-rise pants. But pleated skirts is, again, what I would bucket into pirate aesthetic. All these 4 pictures are kind of in the same realm. I don't know, I just really like this aesthetic, and I think this falls perfectly in with the whole ballerina aesthetic that I tied it back to. Everything just kind of fits in well. But don't get me started, knitted accessories is literally one of my favorites. So leg warmers, knitted leg warmers have definitely been a thing heading towards fall winter 2022. I just like knits have been definitely coming in, but I would say leg warmers is a fall essential that has been trending, and that really does tie in with the ballerina look. All of these photos kind of fall into the realm of knitted accessories. This beautiful lady in orange pants, a mesh tank top with the arm warmers, and the ballerina shoes. I mean, this look is something that I am obsessed with. I love it. It's like a mixture of almost like the top could be pirate, I'm just saying, but it's like ballerina, pirate, and knitted accessories. This is just like a random picture of another girl kind of wearing arm warmers and a knitted hat. The patterns of it looks really great with outfit. And then another knitted accessory that I find very attractive for this fall is definitely knit scarves. I know last year was like balaclavas. This year, a lot of people have been just wearing like simple knit scarves with their outfits. So I'll put up a few options here of like the style that I'm talking about. It could be an oversized scarf or a simple knitted, very skinny scarf that you could just like loop around. But they both look really good, and I would recommend you guys like looking into both if you want to be more cozy this fall and winter. Last but not least is accessories that go in your hair that are knitted. And I think knitted ribbons that go at the end of your hair tie has been coming back in. Maybe it's just my algorithm. These are just my favorite fall trends of 2022 and what I've been seeing on my social medias. There are definitely other fashion and styles out there that I haven't talked about in this video that are really cool and that I probably really enjoy. I just didn't have time. I also have to cut all this footage, and I just can't do that, okay? Also, I do want to say, just because you see these styles trending does not mean if you don't dress like this, you're not cool. Again, you just take pieces and parts of what you like and add it to your own fashion. And you guys know I always encourage you to do that. Just take the pieces that you like and leave behind the pieces you don't. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for giving me the time and space to give you a breakdown of my favorite fall trends of 2022. Also, if you want me to review any other trends or just shoes or anything that recently came out, just let me know. You can comment it down below. But I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Till the next time, stay safe and don't forget to like and subscribe.